I'd like now to invite Maeve Ryan to speak on behalf of the graduates. Maeve is our valedictorian for the ceremony. She graduated with a Bachelor of Exercise Science and Human Movement today. She received solid results throughout her studies and obtained a high distinction for football studies. As a dedicated Bulldog member, I think they probably use you currently, Maeve, and a supporter since birth, this result came as no surprise to her mother, who's another loyal Bulldog fan. In 2009, Maeve was successful in her application for an overseas exchange program and studied for 6 months in Canada and gave ice hockey her best shot. As one of the first students as staff to work in the Assessment and Graduations Unit, she was respected for her professionalism, work ethic and buoyant personality. Maeve is now working in football operations for the Western Jets and is involved in all aspects of the operations, including training, administration, game day preparations and analysis. Please welcome Maeve Ryan.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Council members, academics and teaching staff, fellow graduating students, family and friends. I am both humbled and extremely honoured to give this morning's address on behalf of all graduating students. I would like to congratulate all graduates today. For many of us, juggling study, work, placement, family and a social life seem like a challenge, but it is a testament to each individual to get through any adversity and barriers that stood in their way to successfully complete their course. My first real view of the university was at open day, and from that day onwards I had my heart set on attending VU to study exercise science. The 10-minute commute was an obvious advantage. I remember first year of uni feeling so comfortable in a course of sporty people always wearing trackies and hanging out together on breaks, while my friends complained of isolation and having to dress up for uni. But that's what VU is, a relaxed atmosphere where everyone can find their niche area to fit into. Victoria University has given us an opportunity to be involved in a variety of different experiences throughout our education. Regular emails from our faculty have kept us up to date with volunteer and placement experiences, to work at the university in a student or staff capacity, or at local community events. During my 3 years at VU, I was lucky enough to get accepted to go on exchange to the University of Western Ontario in Canada, to represent VU in both Southern and Australian University Games, to gain employment in the Sport and Fitness and Graduation Department, and as of last year, on the committee of VUS, the Student Sports Society, with fellow graduate today, Tiffany Mann. Many of the opportunities I have gained whilst at university help lead to employment and experience that has been invaluable. As of November last year, I was lucky enough to obtain a full-time position at the Western Jets, whom VU are a leading sponsor. I was lucky enough to be joined by a fellow graduate today and ex-sport and fitness staff, Hannah Stippick. We have all been fortunate to have some amazing lecturers and tutors throughout our time at VU. Having teachers who come from such a range of diverse backgrounds and excel in their fields help enrich our education. Student life, however, is what keeps students coming back day in and day out. Having the support of friends and classmates throughout our time has been invaluable. Whether cramming for an exam in the library, practicing muscles, joints and joint actions in the kinesiology lab, sweating it out on the treadmill for the VO2 max, it has all helped us get to where we are today, graduating. Personally, I know many of the friendships I have made throughout my 3 years have continued since I finished at VU and will for years to come. Highlights of my 3 years include trips to a fellow classmate's house instead of studying for our kinesiology flag race, Wednesday uni night at the Duda Gala, studying snowboarding as a subject in Canada, barely, passing advanced physiology with a dead 50, I've never been so excited, having Paris Hilton, Michael Jackson and Lindsay Lohan watching all of VU Touch's games at Perth Uni Games. Unfortunately, they were only life-size cutouts. Passing 6 subjects in a single semester, and finally, and not forgetting all the amazing, dedicated and sophisticated students and staff I have met along my journey. I would like to personally, on behalf of all graduates of the 9 ceremonies, like to thank the Graduations Department. I admire and acknowledge all the time, hard work and long hours that go into make each ceremony successful and ensure it is remembered by all students. Finally, I would like to thank all family, friends, lecturers, tutors, and course coordinators that help all of the 229 of us here today successfully complete our courses. I know there were times when it may have seemed doubtful, but we finally made it. So congratulations again to all graduates. I hope you too treasured your time at Victoria University and it leads you to a successful, enjoyable and prosperous career. Chancellor.